With Twitter coming public, it could be one of the most exciting trading days of the year. You've heard everything about Facebook and how it came out the first day and it was a disaster. You've heard that LinkedIn was a success. You have to have a plan to know what to look for. Here at T3, we talk about the art of the first day of an initial public offering. We measure the supply and demand of that new issue when it hits the tape. Whether or not you should be involved in the first 5 minutes, 15 minutes, hour, or whether you have to wait. Talk about the art of the first day. Remember this deal had a first day, looked good, got above it, gave you a great day and a half trade. That's when demand outstrips supply, not like with CBRS where on the first day, it opened up, hit 385 and sellers everywhere. That means there was too many people in there flipping, too many investment bankers, too many wirehouses from Goldman and this and that selling it. They probably owned that damn thing from like $50 10 years ago. These stocks and these companies better stop staying in the private market for 10 rounds before finally coming public. Anyway, so if you didn't buy it because it never got back above the opening price, maybe you bought a little bit versus 236, but still it needs time. All right, guys, so far they say expect the unexpected. Well, we got that so far. Seems like everyone got pretty damn scared when they put the trading from 11, 11.5, 11.20. So think about if you had the shares, you had the IPO, and you're like, oh my goodness, I thought I was getting a huge payday. I would be up 10, 15, 20 points. With it being halted, there must be problems. So they would just like sell the open. So with all that many shares out there, that's a lot of supply. So if you look what happened in the first 30 minutes of the day, which we do say avoid, we say write down the opening price. And then on the Twitter, I'm like, let's see how it handles 38, the IPO price versus the opening price. So you take a look at the chart, get really close here, you will see that this is where it opened, and then it trickled. It was worth a little try right here, but I was on really small verse to 40, thinking they might test 38. So anyway, broke this, came down to 38. Went sideways, absorbed a lot of supply. Once it traded right here, this is when I went to my tier 1. Okay, so lost it a little bit just trying, but this was really when the trade turned on because you had 38, 30-ish versus 38. Then once it started to come up against this downtrend right there, this was your tier 2. So with that said, on this up move back above 40, I think I went back down to tier 1. And now the question is, can it hold sideways and can it continue to absorb the supply? So I would say I'm in tier 1 now and I'm gonna wait. I think if this is any good, this will not trade back below 39. Okay, so if it could hold above this would be really impressive right here. If it could stay above this 39.50, I think that you're going to see pent-up momentum. Guys that got puked out here might come back in. The guys who didn't get their free lunch. So at this point, I'm going to put a stop in at around 39 for my leftovers. And if it starts to go sideways and gets better, I do think at some point with more time, it could be 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 60 minutes, it would be another cash flow buy above 40.50. And then the sickest thing would be is if it takes out this opening print, which is 42 and change. But that remains to be seen. It's starting to go as we speak. So above this, it's an add, and then wait to see how it handles that. And just say if it closes above 44, that would be probably the sickest game of chess I've ever seen played by a bunch of investment bankers, sucking it all out, no free lunch. Good move for traders with a strategy. See you later. Art of trading in IPO on the first day. I've done this many times in the past. As an active trader, there's an art to approaching the market on the first day of a new issue. Everyone's excited on a new issue. Everyone thinks there's so much opportunity, but sometimes there really isn't. Unless you're part of the IPO deal, unless you've got private placement stock from years back, you shouldn't be excited. You should watch the open and trade with the strategy. TUMI. What I want to do is I want to show you the art of the first day, that it doesn't matter what stock, what IPO, actually it just matters what IPO it is, not just what stock, but on the first day of the IPO, there's a way to handle it, a way to get involved, a way to tier in, tier out for cash flow so you too could be a part of the action instead of watching it and seeing the headlines after the close. So here it is real quickly. Here's the chart of TUMI. This is the first thing you do when an IPO comes public. It gives you the initial print. This is what you write down right away on your desk. The initial print of this stock was around 2680. So 2670, 2680, that was the initial print. You write that down. Within the first 15 to 20 minutes, you have a lot of flippers, you have a lot of people taking profits, you have some short guys coming in, and they start selling the deal down. What you want to do is you want to see how it holds. This is the first time it had a little bit of life, but wasn't ready, came down again. So if you were not involved in this IPO yet, What you might want to do as a conservative entry, because I think this is what Mark did, is right here when it started to break above this small descending channel, this is your first entry around 26, because at 26, at least you have a stop at 25.50. 25.50 was the low of this base. So if you're in here around 26, 26.10, you have a 50-cent stop. You're not just buying a falling knife. So then you need more time to let it prove itself. This is your early buy. It starts going, less pressure, less pressure. Your real entry is when it recrosses the opening print. The opening print was right here. This could have been your momentum add right when it went through this 26.80. You know, it could have been also your second entry if you're a little bit more speculative. Right now, you'd be in the money. You'd be adding to a winner. It went through this price point, and what did it do? It held above it. We talk about when stocks get through price points, they have to show commitment. That's what it did. P.S. It's about, I would say, an hour and a half since it's been public. It hit as high as 28.65. Okay, that's another $1.80 or so above the opening print. And it's also well above the first buy that had a calculated stop. So buy one, buy two, it's now 11:30. You could have made really nice cash flow. To me, this was a very, very successful IPO. It was priced right. If you were in the private placement, you made money. If you had IPO stock, you were allowed to sell in the open, you made money. And if you're an active trader with a strategy for the art of the first day, knowing that you only want to get involved versus the level, which was that first buy, 26 versus 25.50, and then you know when it trades above and holds above the opening print, which is the print you write down in the first few minutes of trading, which was 26.80, you then had yourself a nice successful day, another vehicle for cash flow that's going to happen time and time again, and now you know how to trade it.